So again, nowadays, either somebody who's lost their job or looking at reinventing themselves as kind of I call it kind of the update of our own software, or somebody who's just basically preparing themselves to go into life. What kind of are the best and most essential assets that people should have nowadays?
Well, I think the first thing to say is just having talked about some of the, there are challenges to the entrepreneurial life. The flip side of that is just, this is an extraordinary time that we live in, extraordinary opportunities, and a hungry crowd, a hungry audience out there for great products, great services, and great marketing. So I think the assets the person needs to have, the things we spoke about, the commitment, the determination, the ability to focus. Mm-hmm. And looping back to our earlier part of our conversation, the ability and willingness to master stuff. My biggest frustration with the business owners, and we have some incredible people doing incredibly well, but one of my frustrations with some business owners is they dabble in things, and you can't do brilliantly well dabbling in stuff. And you know this. They'll come along, they'll do the odd seminar, and they'll dip their toe in a little bit of selling skills, and they'll dip their toe in a little bit of Google, but they don't master things. When Google AdWords launched over 10 years ago, the ability to advertise on Google, I remember it was a Friday. I locked myself in. I was working from home. I had a little room at home at the time. I kind of locked myself in my room on a Friday afternoon, and I basically came out on the Monday afternoon. My wife would say, I think I came out to watch The Sopranos on Saturday night. But that was it, because to me it was right, we master this now. And it concerns me how few people are willing to master the core elements of their craft, of their art. Because the entrepreneurial life, it is an art, There's the art of creating whatever it is. There's the art of selling it. There's the art of looking after your customers, etc., etc., etc. It's not a huge number of things, but those few core things, you'd better be willing to really obsess about getting very, very good at them, because the rewards, if you do, are immense, because most of your competitors are not. Most of your competitors are doing the dabbling. So I think it's that willingness to learn, it's the passion, determination, and then as the business grows, other skills come in. The obvious one is the willingness to let go, and outsource and not do the whole thing yourself, and that's tough, So at different stages of the entrepreneurial game, I think we face different challenges, and then I think for me the other thing is kind of the inner game. So for me, definitely in my life, but I believe for everybody, how you think, how you run your mind, the belief systems you have or choose to have, all of that, as the years gone by, I've actually become increasingly convinced is as important, if not more important, than the marketing, the online marketing, all the rest of it. Because I can show you how to do all the marketing stuff pretty quickly. I can have 500 people in a room, show them all the absolute proven ways to make money from Google AdWords. And out of those 500 people, some will do brilliantly well, some will do okay, and a few will never bother and never get around to doing anything. Now, what's the difference that makes the difference? It's not the information and the knowledge, because it's the same. It's what's going on inside their heads. And so I think the entrepreneurial life is challenging enough that we have to sort of clear our own heads out and get on top of our own stuff, and get out of our own way. And to me, that's as important as anything else, which is why at the same time I've followed the business and the marketing, I have an equal fascination with all the various sciences and forms of knowledge about that, because to me that's just vital, absolutely vital.